Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. I'm working on this 1988 Softail and I had to put brand new passing lamps and turn signals, and was thinking maybe you guys out there don't know about a special tool to help with this. All right, the more you work on Harleys, the more you're going to find new items that have wires sticking out of them. Now, passing lamps in the old days and continuing these days, you've got the turn signals on the bottom half of the passing lamp. All right, well, if you undo the two Allens, you still got this wire going up the middle of it. Now, you can cut it, yes, and resolder it, but if you didn't want to do that, you purchase a 9/16 socket and you either modify one, an old one that you've got, or you get one like this that you can go around the wire in and break it loose. Now, you don't take a power tool and just spin it out, because of course you're going to cut this, but these kind of tools are made so you can undo or loosen it, so you can adjust it or take it apart. Now, I made myself down the road. You might recognize this. This is a fender strut that went in between the strut and the body of the fender, and I got one of these and self-tapped 2/4 drives and put a big hole in it so I could hold it still while I tightened it up, so this stayed in the right direction and this stayed in the right direction. Yeah, it's not an easy job to do, but this type of socket is really necessary so you can get in there with the wires. And this is becoming a more common thing with tools. Let me show you. We've got now O2 sensors. Yeah, we got to have something that goes around and so we can break it loose. Two different styles so you can get to the O2 sensor while it's still on the exhaust system. In my early days, yeah, this was my first attempt when I had Buell O2 sensors and I had this wire coming out of it. Yeah, well, I made a little hole so I could put it in here and undo it, and it still came out on the other side. And then I found out if I saved my pennies up, I could buy snap-on tools that can slide on, and a lot more heavy duty in undoing the big O2 sensors on here. Now we move on over to the Milwaukee 8. So you see, even early passing lamps and O2 sensors, we're over into the M8. M8s and twin cams have the ACRs, automatic compression release valves. Well, we've got something like that. Go on, slides down, and you got to undo. Now you will notice, yes, I've added a worm clamp because I don't know why, but the factory puts these in so tight that this thing wants to split when you're trying to undo them. So I put a little worm clamp to give it a little more support and to break it loose. And that's really what these tools are, just to break it loose. Once you get that, then you can do it by hand with the wire not in trouble. Now with the M8s, there's also this little guy, temperature sensor. Yeah, with these two fins on either side, can't get to it. But with this 1/2 inch cutout, well, I can slide this on, come in from the back side, and be able to break it loose in the area that I need to get it out. So whether you make them or you purchase them, these little tools are a big help in getting wires and sensors and items out of your motorcycle. Oh, well, I want to share the last one with you. I'm proud of this one. Sportsters, Buells, neutral switch, yeah, just right behind the pulley. So I took one of these, it's a 5/8, and I modified it. Yeah, I grind and I did it. Why? Because here's the pulley, neutral switch is just behind it. Well, I can come around the pulley, get onto it, break it loose, and see, I had to modify both sides so I could get that one little turn, break it loose, and then I can by hand take it out, and I didn't have to disturb the belt or the pulley or any of the drive systems. So even purchasing these, you can modify them so you can get the job done and done well, as long as you don't take too much away from the meat of this, because it will expand if it's in too tight. Thought I'd share these special tools with you. I know a lot of you are working on your own motorcycle and you go, how am I supposed to get this out with the wire in the way? Well, this might be your answer. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.